Let's make meat and potatoes. Here are our ingredients, starting with short rib cuts. We need baking soda to tenderize the meat. Lots of crushed black pepper. I have a teaspoon of crushed black pepper. I have a combination of half and half granulated onion and granulated garlic. Total came to a teaspoon, so half of each. And here is some salt to taste. And here is my green seasoning. I have a heaping tablespoonful of it. I have 2 shallots. I'm going to chop these up. Although I have garlic in my green seasoning, I feel you can never have enough garlic in this dish. So I have 2 extra cloves, which I'm just going to grate. I'm also going to add a little bit of ginger, which I'm going to grate as well. We want about half a teaspoon of ginger paste. This right here. To this, we're going to add some oil. This here is cornstarch. I have a heaping tablespoonful of it. I have Maggi sauce for umami. You can substitute soy sauce for this, light soy sauce. All right, we really need umami in here, so. And that's it. Now let's rub it in. I need a little more oil here. Now the purpose of oil in a marinade is to help spread the goodness you have thrown at whatever it is you're marinating. And that's why I added a little more oil. I just wanted to make sure that all this beautiful flavor I've thrown at this meat is spreadable. All right, now we cling film it and then we set it aside for it to marinate. That's going to take about 30 to 45 minutes, and I'm marinating at room temperature because the meat was nice and cold coming from the fridge before we threw flavor at it. Now let's work on our potatoes. For the potatoes, I'm using Russet potatoes, also known as Idaho potatoes. I just peel them really quickly, rinse them, and then I cut them into bite-sized pieces. First, I half them, and then I half each half again, and then I just cut them into these bite-sized pieces, and I think that's just perfectly beautiful. So treat them how you want to, but make sure you rinse them thoroughly before we boil. Now, the water I'm going to be boiling them in have to be cold. So each ingredient, the water and the potatoes, have to be cold before we introduce it to heat. Very important. If you want to cook your potatoes properly, this is how to go about it. Also, you want to season the water until it is sea salty. So just a step further to where it's almost over seasoned, but trust me, the potatoes will not be over seasoned. If you don't do this, your potatoes will be under seasoned, and boy, you don't want to serve under seasoned potatoes. Let's just leave it there. All right, now we cook them until they're fork tender, and then we drain them, and they're perfect right now. Next step, we are ready to cook our meat. It's been marinating for close to 45 minutes, and yes, I'm going to pressure cook this. Beef short ribs are tough. All right, so they need to tenderize soon. So this is the time to pull your Instapot out. Every home has one of these. 32 minutes, that's all it takes. Now we're going to cook our potatoes, a little bit of olive oil in the frying pan, and then some butter because we're making buttery potatoes. Then pour in, we're going to cook the potatoes in batches, all right? Because only a little bit can go in at a time. What you want to do though is spread the potatoes out. All right, so that each potato is touching the bottom of the pan. And then you're going to season with some granulated garlic and onions, as well as some salt, crushed black pepper, and any seasoning you like, really. All right, and then you're going to keep stirring it because you want all sides to be golden brown. Then you go in with your green seasoning mix, which is a combination of fresh scallions, peppers, parsley, and garlic, full of garlic flavor. All right, add some more butter because why the heck not? Add some more butter if you feel you need it. We're making buttery potatoes. All right, so if you're afraid of fat, then you can go light-handed there, but I'm going all the way. They look beautiful. Then we're cooking the next batch. Give me a thumbs up, friends. These potatoes, out of this world delicious, friends. If you serve this to anyone, they're going to be blown away by the flavors. Simple, very simple to put together. Flavors are not, they're honest flavors. Nothing extraordinary, and yet, oh my goodness. They say potatoes are peasants' food. Let me tell you, this one, nothing about it is peasant. It is beautiful. And I really hope you try it and then come and share your feedback in the comment section. The potatoes are ready to serve. Now, I like to put some finishing touches on the meat portion of this meal. So I have a red bell pepper, which I prep. I cut it into the sizes I want and the shapes I want. I also have half a sweet onion and some scallions. And that's all she wrote in terms of the vegetables I've decided to use here. You can use whatever vegetables you want. You can even use carrots and some onions, whatever. All right. Now, I'm going to stir fry these vegetables really quickly here in some olive oil. Cooking olive oil, high heat. All right, so the vegetables maintain their integrity. All right, we don't want them to be soggy. I like crunchy vegetables in my stir fries. Yes, so we're stir frying the meat and you'll see what I mean. A little bit of salt, crushed black pepper. That's all these vegetables need because vegetables have a lot of umami already in them. They come with the umami flavor just naturally. And look at the meat. Oh my goodness, it looks so good and it tasted incredibly delicious. That baking soda, although it was only a pinch, went a long way in tenderizing our meats and it gave it this beautiful texture. And look at all that broth around it. And then also the cornstarch thickened the broth around it. So now it's like a sauce. Oh, just yummy. Now, I'm going to throw in a bonus recipe. It's a quick ginger and scallion oil. All right, so I chop up some scallion, the green part, and a little bit of fresh ginger root. Added some salt to it, some olive oil. Blend it, and it's just a way of freshening these rich flavors we have going. The potatoes are rich because they are buttery. The short ribs, if you know short ribs, they are so buttery and they're so yummy and they're so rich. All right, friends. So you need something to cut through all of that richness. And I thought this would be the brightest way to go about it. All right, so you blend it and we're ready to serve. I sure hope that you try these recipes. So I did not give you one, not two, but 3 solid recipes in this one video. And friends, I really hope you give them all a shot and come back with your feedback in the comment section. Yeah, there you have it. A hearty meat and potatoes dish that is sure to impress. My children were impressed and they came back for seconds. No joke. All right. If you enjoyed this recipe, give us a thumbs up, please. Also subscribe if you're not already subscribed and let us know in the comments how yours turned out. And now we're drizzling on our scallion and ginger oil. Friends, you need that on here. Just try it and come back, please, and thank me later. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cooking. Make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen.